Hello students, in this session I am going to discuss chapter 11 CBSE class 8 force and pressure. First we will discuss what is pressure. The force acting on a unit area of a surface is called pressure. What is meant by pressure? One thing I have to say, ఈ వీడియోను మొదటిసారిగా చూస్తున్నవారు దయచేసి లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. మీ యొక్క అభిప్రాయాలను కామెంట్ సెక్షన్లో షేర్ చేయండి. లెట్ us go for our topic pressure. The force acting on a unit area of a surface is called pressure. Is called pressure. Pressure is denoted by letter P. P is equal to F by A. F means force, A means area. Next, let us go for next topic, pressure exerted by liquids and gases. This is one activity. Take a transparent glass tube or a plastic pipe. This is a man is holding here, that is transparent glass tube. This is transparent glass tube, and or you can take plastic pipe. The length of pipe should be 15 centimeters and its diameter should be 5 to 7.5 centimeters. And also take a piece of thin sheet of good quality rubber, say a rubber balloon. Stretch the rubber sheet tightly over one end of the pipe. Now what we are doing? Take a transparent glass tube or a plastic pipe. The length of the pipe should be 15 centimeters. The diameter should be in between 5 to 7.5 centimeter. And take a good quality of rubber, or say that is rubber balloon. Stretch the rubber sheet tightly over one end of the pipe. Here see this figure. Here we are taking a balloon and we are tying the balloon with a rubber tightly and hold the pipe at the middle. See here, man is holding, this is holding at the middle, and next in keeping it in a vertical position. This is the vertical position. So ask one of your friends to pour some water in the pipe. Now what we are doing? We are pouring some water into this pipe. Now observe this diagram 1. Does the rubber balloon is bulged? Okay, here a little bit, here it is bulged. This is balloon. And here we are pouring some water, a liquid. This is holding in the middle. This is transparent glass tube. Now note also the height of water column in the pipe. Pour some water. Now this is the first situation, and come to the second situation. Suppose this is the figure number 1 and this is the figure 2. Observe these two figures. Here what is the level of water? Here it is increased. So in this situation we are increasing the level of the water. Again we are pouring some more water into this. What do you observe? Here balloon is bulged little bit bigger than the first situation. Observe again the bulge in the rubber sheet and height of the water column in the pipe. Repeat this process a few more times. What do you say the relation between this pressure exerted by the water at the bottom of the container depends upon the height of the column. Here we have to remember one thing. P is equals to HdG. P is directly proportional to height. If you are increasing the height, pressure also increases. If you are decreasing the height, pressure also decreases. So that's why pressure exerted by water at the bottom of the container depends on the height of the column. If height increases, what happens to pressure? P also increases. So that's why when pressure increases, in this second situation, the balloon is bulging more than the previous case. So by this we conclude that pressure exerted by water at the bottom of the container depends upon the height of its column. Now go to this second situation, pressure exerted by liquid only. Take a plastic bottle. You can take a discarded water or soft drink bottle. Fix a cylindrical glass tube a few centimeters long near its bottom as shown in the figure. You can do by slightly heating one end of the glass tube and then quickly inserting it near the bottom of the bottle. Make sure that the water does not leak from the joint. If there is any leakage, seal it with molten wax. Cover the mouth of the glass tube with a thin rubber sheet as you did in previous activity already we discussed. So now fill the bottle up to half with water. What do you observe? Go to the next. See here, this is the plastic bottle. Now we are taking either a soft drink bottle or discarded tube. Here this is the cylindrical glass tube. This is cylindrical glass tube. This is the balloon. Balloon is tight. Now glass tube and then quickly inserting it near the bottom of the bottle. Make sure that the water does not leak from the joint. If there is any leakage, seal it with molten wax. Cover the mouth of the glass tube with a thin rubber sheet. This is the mouth of the glass tube. We have to cover the mouth of the glass tube with a rubber sheet. Go to the next. Sheet fixed to the glass tube, bulge this time. Pour some more water in the bottle. Is there any changes in the bulge of the rubber sheet? Yes. Same. First situation, only little bit balloon is bulging. Next, if you add little bit of water again, then the balloon is bulging more than the first situation. This is the third case. We are taking here, take an empty plastic bottle or a cylindrical container. This is the plastic bottle. You can take a used tin of talcum powder or a plastic bottle. Drill 4 holes all round near the bottom of the bottle. See here, first you have to observe that all the 4 holes are the same height. Drill 4 holes all around near the bottom of the bottle. Make sure that the holes are at the same height from the bottom. Here, see this figure. This is the plastic bottle and we are making holes at the same height around the bottle. We are these small holes were arranged at the same height. What do you observe? Does the water coming out, the holes falls at the same distance from the bottle? What does it indicate? Go to the next. Can you say that liquid exert pressure? Yes, liquid exert the pressure. Now discussion, gases exert the pressure. Now let us go for example. When you inflate a balloon, what do you have? You have to close its mouth. What happens when you open the mouth of an inflated balloon? Suppose you have a balloon which has holes. Would you able to inflate? No. If not, why? Can we say that air exert pressure in all directions? Yes. Does upon these observations, do you recall what happens to the air in the bicycle tube when it has a puncture? All these observations, we conclude that air exert pressure on the inner walls of an inflated balloon. So we find that gases too exert pressure on the walls of their container. Next, go to the last topic, that is atmospheric pressure. Before that, we'll discuss what is atmosphere and then atmospheric pressure. What is atmosphere? Air is around us is known as the atmosphere. There is air all around us. This complete envelope of air is known as atmosphere. There is air all around us. This envelope of air is known as the atmosphere. Next, atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure, nothing but the atmospheric air extends up to the many kilometers above the surface of the earth. The pressure exerted by this air is known as atmospheric pressure. The pressure exerted by this air is known as atmospheric pressure. Okay, this is about the pressure exerted by air is known as atmospheric pressure. Now let us recall what is atmosphere. There is an air all around us. This envelope of air is known as atmosphere. What is atmospheric pressure? The pressure exerted by air is known as atmospheric pressure. Today what we discussed, what is pressure and the pressure exerted by liquids and gases, the activities and then what is pressure and what is atmosphere and what is atmospheric pressure. Last conclusion, pressure at a point inside the liquid, that is P is equals to H dz. From all activities we conclude that pressure is directly proportional to height, density and acceleration due to gravity. If height increases, pressure also increases. If height decreases, pressure will decrease. Okay. Thanks for watching this video.